Hello guys, welcome back to Locked In Kitchen. Today, I've only gone and done it. I've got a guest on the show. It's one of my closest mates. I've grown up with him. You see a couple photos here actually of us growing up together. But on that note, let me welcome my boy Niall.
Yo.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell us, what are we going to be cooking today?
So we got some grass-fed steak from the butchers, like the highest quality. Got some plantains. Normally see these in Costa Rica and Central America. We got some carrots. I want to do something interesting where it's like peeled carrots,
Okay.
some herbs, some grated cheese, and then a little bit of
So what
olive
cheese
oil.
have we got? Parmesan?
So this is Parmigiano Reggiano.
And you're Italian, aren't you? So
Yeah,
don't be saying anything wrong,
the
otherwise.
finest cheese, best quality. It's been fermented. It's raw, so it's really good for you.
Perfect. Do you want me to get started on the guac while you?
Yes, you've also got guac, and I want to do something interesting with this, which put a little bit of mango, some lime, and it makes it quite, I don't know, tropical, I guess. I'm going to start on the carrots and just start grating these.
So Niall was actually meant to see me on Love Island. I always said to the boys in there, I was like, my best mate Niall, he's coming on. He's going to be the one. So when I saw my dad, obviously I was happy to see my dad, but I was like, where's Niall? And they were like, we've got something to tell you. He's in Costa Rica. Or tell me, what was Costa Rica about?
Yes, that was crazy. It was a last minute opportunity. And the main thing with it was I've been animal based for a year, but the guy who pretty much created animal based is Paul Saladino. So I was lucky enough to go out to Costa Rica. I was there for 3 months just doing social media stuff with him. And I learned so much about the diet, and this meal is the kind of stuff that we ate out there. So I tend to have steak in the morning, and then I'll get some ground beef, and I'll make burgers for lunch and for dinner as well, or maybe like something like a ragu or something. But I tend to have meat 3 times a day just because I generally feel better eating more red meat, which sounds weird, but I think the main thing is like when you cut out seed oils, you cut out processed sugars, and you're focusing just on the healthy, whole food to make sure that the meat is the highest quality, it's grass-fed.
Yeah.
If I can get regenerative. How often would you say that you eat red meat then?
Well, with things like steak, I probably have a steak maybe once a week. But things like bacon, I'm trying to kind of move away from the fatty kind of red meats. But I'd say maybe twice. I tend to stick to the chicken. That's my kind of protein of choice.
Well, this is the sort of thing that I was eating out in Costa Rica, and it's we call it a cookout. So everyone would get around a grill. Everyone's got a grill at their house. They call it la parrilla. And you go, it's like a sort of cookout. And so you do the simplest sort of side dishes. So guac, it's so easy to prepare. The carrots is really simple. Plantains don't take too long. But the main thing is the centerpiece is the meat. The kind of thesis with animal based is that we just stick purely to fruits. Occasionally carrots are okay, but it's mostly just honey.
Occasionally carrots, okay.
Yeah, raw dairy, raw honey, steak.
Yeah.
Main thing is the meat.
So what's the benefit of honey? Because I know you to eat a lot of honey.
Yeah, honey's got a lot more nutrients than people think, and it's got a lot of amino acids. The one thing with supermarket honey is generally the quality, whether it's got pesticides, the bees bring that back to the hive, that goes into the honey. And the other thing is they heat up the honey to get rid of the bacteria, changes the nutrients that you've got in it, kills a lot of the nutrients in it. So the honey that I've got today, which we're going to put on the plantains, is a raw unpasteurized.
Are you happy to be back in the UK then, looking outside right now, seeing that weather?
Yeah, I can't lie, it's kind of weird being back in the cold.
Were you in Costa Rica when I was in Love Island?
For the last bit, yeah.
So did you watch any of the show?
Watch the final. I was here before I left to Costa Rica. I was here with your mum.
Did you watch it like all of it, or did you watch kind of just clips?
I watched pretty much all of it. There's a few bits where I had to turn it off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, not when it was you on, but it was other people.
What bits? Oh, that's what we call about. Say it.
Some of it a bit brain numbing, I can't lie.
You fair. Right, guys, so just to give you a nice little shot of our guac, it's looking good actually. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in it, and then we can let the Tarzan, I like to call Niall Tarzan because of his, everything about him really, his
long hair,
meat eating, he's a jungle boy, he walks around barefoot, can't be me. He's got shoes on now.
I've been asked
because mum will shout at him if he brings his messy bloody hobbit feet into the house. Should use a spoon really, but that's really good.
Beautiful, that's perfect.
You can really taste the difference just with that oil.
This is ghee.
Oh, that's ghee, okay. So talk to me about the ghee, because I know for me, my mum uses ghee when she cooks curries, like it's a traditional Indian ingredient, but how did you come about ghee? How did you come about ghee?
So ghee is basically clarified butter, and that just kind of means that it's gone through another process, but you can heat it to a higher temperature.
You eat a lot of questionable things, in my opinion.
Well, like organs.
I'm seeing WhatsApp of balls, testicles when I'm just coming back from Love Island. Like, look what I'm having for dinner, and I'm like, this guy needs to go on bloody. I'm a celebrity. He's better looking for Love Island than me.
This is the final ingredient for the carrots, is the cheese.
Is the what?
The cheese.
Yeah, because that to me, that's a very strange...
Cheese and carrots, it sounds weird, but I did it last night with my mum and she was like,
But is that something you've learned, or was that just a random little trick?
Someone at one of the cookouts brought parmesan and then added it to the carrots, and we're like, this is a combination, like this goes.
Yeah, because I would never think of that. But when I look at that, I think, you know what, that would work, because it's almost like a slaw, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't tend to put cheese in a slaw.
So you can use, last night I used like a raw cheddar, and that was pretty good. But I think, to be honest, I prefer the parmesan.
Yeah, parmesan. You always have parmesan. I'm more of a... But what's the benefit of parmesan again? Because you always use... I feel like there's some sort of... There must be a health benefit.
So it's a hard cheese. It's been fermented. Generally, I think this one's 30 months. Generally, it's like Parmigiano is 18 to 30 months. It's been fermented. It's got bacteria. It's good for your gut. These are looking like really sort of squishy, but that's when it tastes the best to me.
Okay. A lot of the things that you eat, it isn't always about the presentation, really, is it? Because, I mean, you sent me a couple dishes where I'm like, are you feeding your dog, or are you...
You saying I got shit presentation?
Do that. So, chimichurri done. I think it's a... See, I would love a little bit of chili, but you know me. You try that. Let me know what you think.
I think this looks good, to be honest.
Give it the taste test approval.
But that is so good.
I know what it is. I don't miss. But I feel like you're an easy judge, you know. So for someone that is maybe, let's say they're overweight, they want to lose some weight. Do you think then that this diet is something that they should consider?
Like, this is exactly what you should be eating. It's not about the meat that's adding people's weight. It's about the sugar. It's cutting out things like pastries and everyone adds in something every day, like it's like chocolate or it's a milkshake or something unhealthy. Those are the things, especially the seed oils, that creep into your diet and you don't know that you're eating them.
You have yours blue, basically.
I like mine, one for the taste. Like, I love it really crispy on the outside.
Would you just eat a cow?
I would eat it
live. Would you just nibble on a cow's leg?
You know I eat rare food. So.
No, I know.
But the one thing is the nutrients inside of it, and there's studies that show that nutrients are heat sensitive.
But we'll let my audience see whose steak looks better. I back myself.
I spend all my money on food. I spend so much money on food, but I think...
Me and you both.
I think that health is so important that it's worth the money. But to do this diet with not a lot of money, it's still possible.
Ready? Yours is definitely overdone.
All right.
You want to take yours off? How's that?
Slightly overdone.
I said it.
I can't lie, I think my presentation is better than yours.
Yeah, no, I can't lie, it is. But let's show them your steak and then we'll chat.
Yeah, don't mind about that.
So, guys, final dish. Animal-based diet. Got your guac, your fresh herb, your carrot, your parmesan, and the protein. So
I'm digging in.
What?
Oh my god.
Some people never change.
That's so good.
Perfect.
Would you have the steak? Do you like the sauce?
Of course, I made it.
Don't really like the sauce.
But you know what? For an animal-based diet, this tastes bloody good. So, Niall, thanks for coming to my show. We'll play football later and I'll beat you.
Right.
See if this energy works. But as always, guys, tune into next week. More special guests coming, guys. So, yeah, like and subscribe. Locked in!
See ya.